Salutations, Dave Degenerate. I'm here to give you a tutorial today on how to not embarrass yourself at a music video award show. Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid using any kind of names for legal reasons because, you know, I don't exactly have the kind of money that would involve going up against Disney's lawyers because the person that I'm talking about is really a Disney kind of guy. Anyway, recently, I'm sure a lot of people will be aware of, there was a incident involving a certain famous boy band member who was playing a certain guitar solo, and you know, it's all easy enough for us to laugh at, but I thought I would actually sort of break down and analyze what was actually going on in that clip, because to be quite honest, at the start of it, he's actually doing okay, and he's carrying his own for a bit, and then he kind of loses it. And a lot of that actually is down to bad prep, because when it's obvious from the beginning of the video he actually can sort of play, and then suddenly he loses it, it's down to a few things. So what I'm doing is, because this kind of thing can happen to all of us, I decided to basically give you a little prep video on what you can do to sort of not make it happen to you in the future. So first things first, you need to think about warming up before you actually go and play. Because if you're not warmed up, then your fingers aren't going to do the things you want them to do, and you're going to be really sloppy. You're basically going to be like me most of the time. And occasionally I get a little bit better when I warm up. So I'll start with going through exercises that I warm up with. So basically, I usually begin by doing some slight finger stretches. Be careful not to actually break your fingers. I just press them against my hand there. So basically, I just start with some chromatic exercises. So if you just go up 4 frets from the 7th fret to the 10th fret on all the strings up and down, for example, build up speed slowly as you do that. Next, what I do is I do that, but I go up in whole tones. So instead of going from 4 frets, it's 2 frets. But alternate your fingers. So it would basically be with your hand in the same position, you'd be going from 7, 9, and then you'd be going from 8, 10. So all so far so pretty simple. Another thing you can do is just go essentially with the 4 frets here and then go then these 2 fingers, then these 2. So there's that. I mean, it's always making sure you are properly warmed up. I find that when you are warming up, one of the best things you can do is actually just get your fingers really tired, just to the point where they actually start feeling like they're going to stop playing. Just doing those exercises, and then stop for a bit. Let the blood go back into them. Go for it. You're good to go. You can start doing crazy legato runs. Now another thing, this particular thing, I can call the guy, I'm going to say Nick. I'm going to call the guy Nick. Last name. You know who I'm talking about, he knows who I'm talking about. A court of law cannot prove I'm talking about him conclusively. It's pretty obvious what he kind of wanted to do was to start off by doing a sort of melodic thing, maybe build up to a kind of speed thing. You know, he's doing like... maybe a little better than that is what was in his mind. What he ended up doing was... didn't quite work. Now, if you're in that situation where you're not quite confident, I think part of that is confidence. It's thinking, what am I going to do next? If you're in that situation, the best thing you can do is don't do a legato run. Don't do all the whole... Don't do it. Just go... Just do something nice and simple, because the truth be told, a good solo is often actually something that isn't particularly technical or complicated to play, but it sounds musical. I mean, there's different things of what's good. Good is highly subjective. Good is something that not necessarily the same two people would agree on. I mean, I like to think that as a musical instrument, good is what sounds good. It's what actually sounds melodic and musical, not just tons and tons and tons of shredding. I mean, I will say I'm not the best shredder in the world anyway. I mean, you know. I do miss notes when I do stuff like that. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm a songwriter. That's my strength. But there's nothing wrong with something that is simple. If it sounds good and melodic, go with it. And if you just wanted to have some notes ring out, do a solo with not a few notes and end it that way, do it. You're not hurting anybody. No one's going to write home and say this is an amazing guitarist and one of the best people has ever written, unless of course you're B.B. King, God rest his soul, man was a genius. Then they're not exactly going to slate you either. You're not going to be all over the internet the next day with everyone saying, "Ha, look at this," and then all these parody videos appear on YouTube of people doing covers of your stuff, and then videos like this one where I'm just being slightly smug. I say that, the guy has a lot more money than me. I have nothing to be smug about, really. So I guess the joke's on me. Anyway, chat later.